This is SW Outdoors. I'm here to talk about a few things that I have laid out on this table, and my kit that I'm going to use for my first wild outdoor camp that I promised you guys. So stay tuned. I'm going to start with the few things that I have. It's some lights. So this is just an Ozark trail. I think it was like $1 at Walmart, but the illumination on this thing is crazy for this $1. And it takes watch batteries, 2 of them. So I mean, it's LED, 3 LEDs, and it's a pretty bright light. I use that as a backup. But here's my main headlamp that I have, and this is, let me move all this stuff out of the way. This is the Bushnell 250 lumen headlamp, and it was roughly around like $22, I think, maybe, you know, before taxes and all that. But I picked this up at Walmart, so I mean, and a great place to go, guys. So pick up some gear if you want to be, you know, on the low and want to get something. That place is the best, is a really good place to go. So this 250 lumen headlamp has 2 modes, 250, and it has 42 lumen version 2, and it also comes with a red light and a blue light, guys. But this is a really good headlamp. I mean, it fits well. I like it. I mean, it keeps things, you know, hands free. So all in all, I enjoy the headlamp. It's really good headlamp. It doesn't, you know, squish on your head too much, and it actually adjusts. It goes up and down. So it takes 3 AA batteries. So it's a little bulky in the back, but you can't even feel it on your head, and I mean, it's durable. It's all in all, it's a good headlamp. It's a good headlamp if you want to start doing outdoor stuff like I'm doing bushcraft, and you'll come to find out that handling a flashlight and trying to do stuff in the dark is terrible. It's just terrible, and you want to get yourself a headlamp and a backup flashlight just in case the batteries go out on these. You still have a second one. Now, granted, I have this, but flashlight, torch, whatever you want to call it, is a good backup. But I always want to get something that I can still hook to my head and still have a headlamp, so I'm not fidgeting around with a flashlight. So that's that stuff, and we'll set that aside and move on to the next. So I have here just a normal shovel that you can go off of Amazon, and I carry it. I honestly don't even know why I carry it. I don't even need it per se, but I got it. Most people say, you know, you can use it as a poop shovel, dig a hole and, you know, use it for that. I don't know. I really haven't done much with it. I'll post the link to all this stuff down in the description. So if y'all are really interested in buying it, I have the links to all of the gear that I have. Well, most of it. Some of this stuff I'll tell you about later on in the video on why you could probably get it, but I don't know if you can probably get it off of like Amazon or something like that. So yeah, that's all this is. It's just a shovel I have, and yeah. So next thing is the Sawyer mini squeeze. I also picked this up when I got the headlamp just because I knew I needed a water purifying source. So when I do go out and I do come across, you know, a stream, or I camp next to a lake or something like that, I know I can have water and I can filter it well. And I also got one of these outdoor products, 1 liter bag, you know, collapsible bag, fold up bag, whatever you want to call it. I got it to go along with this so I can filter the water into my canteen so that I can still have a clean water, so I'm not just drinking out of this. the whole time. I could use this to store water so I can filter into my canteen after I've filtered water into it. So I have this in my pack. So yeah, let's stick that back in there. And I don't know, I've had this thing for a long time, and I know it's not the sharpest, but it still cuts. It still cuts down trees that I need to, and helps me do a little bit more efficient job than not having it. So this is a camp axe, just a plain old camp axe that you can buy at your local Walmart, and it's what, maybe $10 or so over there at Walmart. You can also buy it on Amazon. They have different versions of this from different companies, so it's just one of those standard $10 axes that you can get with a little notch for nails and stuff like that. So this is what I carry, so I can hammer sticks in, able to get sticks, you know, trees, logs down to make, you know, makeshift A-frame shelters and stuff like that. So that's why I have this. So we'll lay that down. And I know later on down the road, I know I'm going to get me a folding handsaw. I know I'm going to get me one of those. So it more than likely will probably be a Silky, because I've seen reviews and I've seen all these YouTubers that do bushcraft, and that's what they carry. They carry the Silky, so I'll probably be coming with a review for that one too when I get it. So stay tuned for that. And dry bags. I have these rollable dry bags that I got from Walmart too as well. But I mean, these are really, I'm saying really good dry bags. For first dry bags that I've ever seen, I've stuffed these things, and the double stitching on this is pretty well. So I mean, I haven't had any tears, no pulls, no holes, no anything, and I've stuffed these. This bag is what I have the DD tarp in. So DD Hammocks tarp goes into this little stuff sack, and I'm able to roll it 3 times and buckle it to get that tarp in there. So I mean, and it's hold up pretty well. It's a really good bag. And I have this one, I have a red one that has my extra clothes, and then I have my sleeping bag in the larger one. So, and you can pick these up in a 3-piece set at Walmart. And like I said, I'll put the links to all this stuff down in the description if y'all are wanting to pick these up, try these out. I'm telling you, these are good dry bags for beginners. For beginners like me, I'm starting out on this, so I want to try to do it at the cheap and then work my way up to getting a little bit better gear. But overall, I mean, these clips are good, and I mean, this bag just does what I need to, and I don't have to spend so much money. So here's the red one. Like I said, it has my extra clothes in it, a pair of pants, shirt, underwear, some socks, and it's just regular. I like to wear dress pants stuff. I don't know why. I just like to wear dress pants stuff. So I've got a pair of some like casual dress pants that I like to do outdoor stuff in because they're just comfortable. And then I have some Jocks Fit Flex compression underwear, also a wicker layer shirt that I have in here as well, because it's better than cotton. Because I have one on right now, and I'm sweating a little bit, but I don't feel sticky like you would a regular shirt or anything, because it helps absorb and take off that sweat and all that other stuff, and it keeps you cool. I mean, I have 2 shirts on right now and some black dress pants out in the sun, right out under the sun, and I'm not that hot. I'm not that hot today. So that's what's all in here, and that's the other dry bag. So I have this. This is my Thermarest Army issued sleep mat. I've been using this, and it's a really good mat. Now, granted, I can't really post a link to this, but you can probably go to Thermarest or go to eBay, and a lot of surplus stuff is probably listed. I've seen a lot of British Thermarest mats that are a whole lot more, compact, and you can probably find them, get them shipped over here to the U.S. But I have it tied down with some knots and rolled up, as pretty small. So I mean, it fits in my bag, and I like it. I like it. It keeps me off the ground, so I'm not having to sleep on the ground. So that's why I carry in my pack. Let's toss that aside. And then in here is the third bag that comes in the 3-piece set from Walmart of dry bags. And this is a mummy style sleeping bag, military issued. So you can probably find this at a surplus store, Army store, anything like that, Army Navy store. And it's not the 3-piece one, but it is probably the third layer of, if you get a full sleeping bag kit, surplus sleeping bag kit, it's the second one. So it's like summerish, so like fall, not yet winter. But I can use this for summer and fall, and I'll probably get a liner just so I can use this in the winter, and then use the liner for summer, because trying to sleep in this it's hot. It's hot, but it holds in this pack. I mean, it's not a down sleeping bag size, but I can probably get it a little bit smaller than this, and this dry bag allows me like to compress this so much and get all the air out of it, and I like these dry bags. These dry bags are great. So that's that. And I know I'm going through this, this kit really quickly, but this stuff will change in the future, so that's why I'm not really trying to go in depth and trying to tell you this and that product and all this stuff, because like I told you, this is just my beginner gear stuff. Later in the future, when I get some more money and I'll be able to buy these better equipment, that's where I'll give you a good in-depth review on every piece of gear that I have, and all of it. So all of my clothes, my sleeping bag, my roll mat, my tarp goes in here. All of it goes in this 40-liter dry bag. And this stuff is a durable dry bag. So you can get this in clear and you can get it in red. Also at Walmart. I'll post the link down in the description. It holds everything in there from top to bottom, and I'm still able to roll this bag 3 times to get that nice water seal in it. So, and it's a good bag. These are good bags for what they're worth. They're not no Z-Packs or Sea to Summit, but they're good. They're good bags. I would tell you to go out and go get one. If you want to try out dry bags, get these. Get these, test them out, put your clothes in it, and stick it in a tub of water. I mean, it does its job. It does its job. So now let's go into my bag so I can show you all I got. All I have is some paracord, some 3 things of paracord. Like I told you in my last video, I use the reflective paracord to tie down the ends of the tarp, so at night you'll be able to see it, so you're not tripping over your lines or tearing down anything because you can't see. So I use that. And this is my guideline rope. I use this because, I mean, this is heavy duty rope. It is thick paracord. It snugs the tree well, and it doesn't fray or anything as it, you know, wraps around the tree. So I use this. So and this I use to tie down my tent. It comes with poles, but I don't carry those anymore. I use a guideline, tie it from tree to tree, and hang up the tent, and it stays. It stays. It doesn't move. It, you know, blows in the wind a little bit, but it doesn't mess with me while I'm sleeping, and it's a better way to sleep as far as, I mean, to pack as far as not having to carry those poles anymore. So this is all I take to tie down all my gear so I can use it. And all of those ropes can be purchased on Amazon or go to Walmart. You can get all those ropes there too. The 2 green and black ones you can get in the outdoor section, and then the reflective you'll have to go to like to the hardware section or like tools and stuff like that. That's where they have the reflective rope at, but it works. It works. So what else do I have inside? I have my makeshift tree notch bag, you know, holder. I made this, you know, with some rope, and I just use it to tie down my bag if there's not really a notch on the tree and I want to get it off the ground. I have this. I just laid it against the tree, wrap the rope around it, and then set my bag on it so I can get it off of the ground if the ground's wet or something like that. I don't want to get my bag wet, so I just lay that on it. And then here, this is my Fusion Berkley or whatever, Berkley fishing reel, and this is my Berkley fishing reel, and so I use this, and then get probably some deadfall or maybe a good branch. I try to conserve trees and not just chop them down, so I'll probably, I mean, you need green ones. You need green ones in order for this to work. So, and I just tie off this to a stick, and I use it as, you know, a hobo fishing pole, and I fish with it. So it works well. It helps me not have to use one of those telescope reels with rod and reels, so I don't have to carry that. So I can just carry this, and it holds its weight. So it's good. It's a good setup for me. Now other people can, you know, makeshift their own ones with a piece of wood and some thread and some stuff like that, but I like this. It's a step up. It's a step up from what you see out there, and I feel like this is a good setup for me, and it allows me to cast further, pick up better fish, you know. So yeah, that's that. And I do have a tackle that goes with it that I made. This is just a 35-piece gum container, and I have all my reels, weights, hooks, and the guide fishing line poles. I tie these ropes to the pole so I can have the eyes of the fishing line to go through, well, the fishing line to go through these eyes. So I still have that, and I have a big lighter in there. So then I have a emergency sewing kit in here. So if I have any tears or anything out in the woods, I'll be able to sew some stuff up at least for a moment or two until I get back. So I have that. All that's in there. Trying to get down to the bottom of this bag, get some stuff out. So there's my bobbers. There's the handle to the reel that I have in there. So I have that in there, and the bobbers that go along with the kit. I haven't put those in the tackle box yet, but that's that. Pull that out, take everything out of the way so I can show you the bag. So the bag is just a military surplus Army assault pack, and I have all my gear in it. I made a couple modifications to it just so I can keep most of my stuff dry if it does get wet, or at least rain a little bit. So up here inside here, the matting or the plastic back that comes with most of these assault packs to keep it, rigid. I cut some of it out and put the padding along with the plastic, and I nailed it down on the top of this and in the corners so that it can keep some rigidity at the top, and that if it does rain, it'll at least beat off or maybe roll off, and it won't get most of the pack inside the pack wet. So that's what I have. And over here is a carry case for a medical kit. That's all it is. And inside I have my own medical kit in here, and I'm not really going to go in depth in all of this stuff that I have in here because it's a lot. I mean, I know it's a lot just to take camping, but you never know what's going to happen. So that's why I have the things that I have in here. And I may do a short video on all the stuff I do have in here, so that maybe it'll give you guys an idea on what y'all want to put in your medical kits and stuff like that when you do go wild camping, so you can always be safe rather than sorry. So that's what that is. And this is a waterproof sealed container, and that's what I have it in. So none of this stuff will get wet if it does rain, because I know this thing's not going to keep water out. So that's why I have it sealed in a sealable container. And yeah, I forgot inside this packing here, I have a pair of scissors, a repair kit, a mirror, so for signal reflecting, and so you can, see if you hurt yourself in the woods, you at least have a mirror to see your face. I know some people still have cell phones, but if you want to conserve battery on your cell phone, don't want to try to use the selfie camera to look at your face, you can always get a mirror. These things are cheap at Walmart, like 98 cents. You can get one of these, and I have some tissue paper, some burn paper and stuff like that, just for fire lighting. And I also have some toilet paper in here, and then I also have my canteen bottle bale hanger, so I can hang that over the fire and boil some water. But as far as the canteen, guys, I don't have that yet. I do have one, but I want to get a 1-quart canteen for a hydration kit that I'm going to make. It's a hydration plus my cook kit together, so I'm saving up for that so I can get that and get that review and the whole cook sets with hydration. So, and about that, it's going to be the Condor H2O pack. So if you want to go and check and look that out, I'll put that in the link in a link down in the description as well. So if you want to go look at that, I'll be coming out with a review for that with the canteen, a Bush Essentials firebox, the light frame version, and that'll be it with I maybe a Tokes 50. They came out with a 55, well, not a 55, a 550 milliliter pot that comes with the lid. So I'll probably use that to put my canteen in, and then put that inside the hydration kit. So stay tuned for that, and I'll come out with that soon enough. And that's the bag. And I also have this 5x7 tarp. This is like an emergency or a ground tarp that I use for my tent, but I'm probably not going to be using my tent anymore, that I'm going to show you guys. And this is just some DEET mosquito lotion, and this is the best. This is the best type of way to stop yourself from getting bit by mosquitoes, because the lotion, I mean, honestly, creates a better barrier than spraying, DEET spray or any type of bug spray. The lotion is the best. It gets everywhere. You know that you're spraying it on your body when you rub it. So, I mean, it's the best. I can wear this for, honestly, all day and not get bit up by mosquitoes. They don't bother me. I mean, right now it's a little bit windy, so that's why they're not out much today. But usually during, rainy day, after it rains a little bit and mosquitoes want to come out, they do not bother me at all. So stop by Walmart. Stop by Walmart, grab some. It's only like $4.97. It's $4.97. So stop by and get some of that. It is the best thing to stop from getting bit. You'll find out when you start doing this that bugs are not your friend. They are not. So here is the tent, guys. This is a 1.5 person tent by Statsfield. I don't know. I bought this years ago. To attempt to start this bushcraft years ago with my dog, and we were going to go camping out in Boone, and I saw this on Amazon, and it was a good tent. I saw it was $22 on Amazon, and it was small, compact. I think it's maybe a pound, over a pound, and it's small, compact, and I don't, like I said, I don't have, it comes with poles, and it comes with guidelines, but I honestly don't use the poles anymore. I don't. I make my own guideline, feed it through the loops that are for the poles, and set it up that way, so I don't have to use it anymore. So this, I'll lay the link down in the description. Y'all can go look at the details and everything for this tent. But I'm looking into a different one. I honestly am, guys. I'm telling you that this is a good tent for the cheap cost that it is. It's a good tent. It doesn't take out water. I mean, it's not water resistant or anything like that. But if you have a good tarp setup with this tent, you'll be fine in the rain. I've camped a couple times in the rain with this and the tarp. That emergency tarp that I had, that's the tarp that I used before I got that DD 3x3. And both of those set up are good ways to stay out of the rain while you're camping. It's a cheap way, and it's a great way if you're starting out and you can't afford the DD 3x3. But that's this. I'll give you the description. I'll give you the link to it all in the description. But overall, it packs up really well. It comes with this little carry bag. And it comes with stakes and everything. And I have the stakes wrapped up inside. So, at the end of that, it unfortunately cut off because I ran out of space on my phone. So, I had to put a new memory chip in. But that's really all my gear, my tents, and everything. So, I'll leave everything, like I said, in the description. I'll leave links to everything, that most of what I talked about at least. But thank you guys for watching. I know it's been a long video, but like this video, dislike this video if you want, comment, subscribe to this channel, guys. Come on, I'm trying to get into this, so subscribe and share it, and comment, guys. Comment. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear questions that you guys have, gear, reviews that y'all want me to do stuff on, and just tips. I'm new at this, so give me some tips, things that I should know before my first wild camp. Just talk to me, guys. I just want to know. So as always, thanks for watching SW Outdoors, and have a great day. Benny, hi buddy. That is a great tarp setup.